No.
No.
No, she's all pissed.
Now
Look
I'm
at her.
all mad.
I don't know why you're all mad.
Ooh, it's going to make for an interesting podcast when one of us is mad. You have yet to come on here mad.
And you didn't get mad at the credit card one?
Frustrated, I think.
Frustrated. I can get mad. Every time I watch it, it frustrates me.
I know.
I must have watched it and every time I'm like, how is this happening right now? Every time.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Unlikely Podcasters. I'm Sunshine.
I'm Susanna.
I'm Tara.
You're so stupid. Why are you going to go?
I don't know. Because you won't let me just.
Yes, I will.
That's very perky of you.
I'm perky.
Is that really
Yes.
perky? Is that what
I'm
we're
very
gonna...
perky.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, it lasted for 5 seconds, but hey.
Yeah. And then she's got to do the little dance that she does with it.
It's my perky dance.
Is it? All right. So instead of retaping another episode that we fucked up,
Wow.
that we
Damn.
somehow could not get our shit together, we have
Pretty much.
decided to kind of round robin some questions, have a little fun, maybe get our listeners to learn a little bit more about us and all of that fun stuff.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yes.
Who wants to start us off?
Hold on, I gotta look at my. Oh, I didn't bring any glasses.
What piece of candy shall I call you today?
I'm not gonna help you.
How about hot tamale? That's what you are, a little spicy. Hot tamales. Although usually I call the listeners hot.
Yeah,
the
you don't call
candy,
me
not
something.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're hot tamales.
All right, hot tamales. Here we go. So are you starting off?
Yeah, that's what she
okay,
was
go
like.
ahead.
Sure. If you were going to go into witness protection and you had to change your name, what name would you pick?
Oh my God. Well, jump in if you think of something before I do.
Do we have to answer our own question?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
fuck.
Yeah. Yes. So let's see.
I would pick Buffy Summers.
Oh my gosh. But people would recognize that.
There's got to
Go
be
ahead, look up Buffy Summers. They're not going to find me.
I don't know. I'd probably pick a regular, plain old name. I don't know.
You never.
It can't be Karen.
No.
Can't-
Nobody
don't
wants
like
that name
Karen.
anymore.
It can't be like immediately Susan, but it's
Why
too close to-
Susan?
I don't know why.
That's the first one?
That's
There's,
the
there's
first one
never
that
been a
popped
name
into
you're
my
like,
head.
oh, that's a cool name. But like, what about.
Sasha.
Okay.
Sasha.
I like Sasha. I like Sarah. I'll be Sarah Connor. You can be Buffy Summers.
Okay.
There we go. Who you
And
gonna
you're
Sasha.
Sasha.
just like Cher.
Sasha.
Sasha.
be?
Okay, then. There we go.
All right. What's the dumbest thing you ever did as a kid?
As a kid?
As a kid.
What is kid? Like, what are we talking?
16 or below. How about that?
16 or below. Okay. I had a Honda Spree. It's a scooter. And there was a neighborhood where it was in Florida, so there's not a lot of hills, but this was kind of had like a little bit of this to it. And me and my friend who rode the Spree with me thought it would be smart. Now, top speed is 30 on the Honda Spree, but that's when you're on a sidewalk, that's pretty fast. We decided that we were gonna go the things and then jump the last, and we did, and then we crashed it.
You did?
Yes.
Mini hills. Oh
Did
my
it break?
goodness.
No, it didn't break, but it had a little scratch on it. But thinking back, I'm like, that was really stupid.
Yeah. Dumbass.
We're in a sidewalk doing 25 miles an hour, launching ourselves.
Well, when you're a kid, you have no fear of anything anyway.
I guess not. Yeah.
What about you?
I was chasing a cat. And I grabbed it by its tail.
Hey.
And I got all sorts of scratched up and had to go home and get patched up.
Was it your own cat?
No.
It was just some
Just a
random
stray?
It
cat.
was some rando cat I wanted to pet and it
It
ran
could've had
away.
rabies,
So I
right?
grabbed, clearly I was not thinking it all through. And I came home and one hand, because I was grabbing it with, so when it turned around and I
Yeah.
had the other one, it scratched my whole, I was all tore up by the time I got home. My mom's like,
And you're allergic, so did
and
you?
I'm allergic,
Yeah.
yes. No, I didn't have to go to the doctor for that time, but it was not pretty.
All right, so I'm trying to think of what I in general was a good child.
Oh my God.
Well, that doesn't mean that you were a bad child. It just means you just did something stupid because you didn't.
That's true.
You didn't think it through. I didn't think that through.
That's
I
true.
knew that was a good. If I'd have thought it through, I'm like, that's probably not a good idea. But
Yeah.
it was running. I was chasing. I reached out. Boom.
The only thing that comes to mind, and it sounds so stupid, but it is stupid. In Philly, under 8 years old.
Okay.
And so I went to the store and I bought something, but I wanted something else along with it. And I thought it was candy. Why the fuck didn't I read it? I don't know, but it looked like candy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I purchased it, and it was cat food.
It was what?
Cat food. But I left the store, opened it right up, and just started eating it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is not candy. Why? Before I put it in my mouth, I didn't smell it. I didn't do nothing. I just
You just ate it.
started.
And did it taste good?
Ugh.
It tasted like cat food. Now, let's back to straight up. I'd already eaten dog food before. So just
And
so
you
you
liked
know,
it.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. Cat food and dog food taste very similar. Why did I do it?
I
I
don't
have
know.
no clue. But that was pretty dumb. It was dumb of me not to read. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Can you read at 8? You can read at 8.
Yeah, you can read simple. Yes,
Well,
somewhat.
Maybe, let's say I was 6.
Oh, then maybe.
Maybe I couldn't read. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't fucking read. And it just looked like.
Although at 6, you should be able to recognize the word cat.
And then I was so pissed off
Wasted your money.
that
on
I
some cat
wasted.
food.
No, because remember I bought something with the $1 and I stole.
And you stole. Well, see that
That was probably karma.
That's why
Maybe.
karma is a cat food.
Yeah.
I think when I was probably around 8, I wanted to climb up. This was just dumb. I just didn't know any better. I wanted to climb up the tree, and I had a piece of rope. So I threw the rope over the branch, and then I tied it. So now it's a loop. And I thought, okay, exactly. I got my foot on the tree, I got my hand on the rope, and boom, and right on my back. And I screamed, but nothing came out because I'm assuming I knocked the air out of myself. So I'm running into house screaming, nothing's come out, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm deaf. I'm deaf. I can't hear anymore. That made me even more stupider than
I think so.
the scooter.
That was pretty dumb.
And I'm thinking, I had a rope. I was gonna climb and just flat on my back.
All right, Cryy, what's your question?
Let's see. What is the last show you binge watched?
Fallout.
Fallout.
That
Yeah,
was
we
the last
just
one.
we.
That was it's gonna be about our answer because we watched it together. Yeah, that was the last one.
But
Oh, but
kind of that was one of my questions was like, what's your all-time favorite show? So first answer, which one have you binge watched? Because you're not a binger.
I'm not, but I did binge watch Silo.
Oh, you
Oh,
did.
okay.
I did.
So what'd you think?
Oh, I like that, but I read the books, so
Oh, okay.
So then, what is your all-time favorite show?
These are hard for me.
well, give me your top 3, whatever it is.
Obviously, Buffy.
Obviously.
Yes, obviously Buffy the Vampires.
Then probably like Breaking Bad,
Oh, Breaking Bad. I loved Breaking Bad.
and then Friends.
Friends over Seinfeld.
Yeah, I like Seinfeld, but Friends is. I think I could rewatch Friends more than I could. I think that I have rewatched Friends more than I have rewatched Seinfeld. Even though I've seen, I've seen every episode of Friends. I could watch it again, and it's still freaking funny.
It is.
It
It's still
is.
funny
It's
to
just
this
still
day.
funny.
Asher can't stand it.
Something's wrong with him.
There is something wrong.
He's
with
broken.
him. He likes fucking Seinfeld, but he does
does.
not like Friends. I was thinking Friends or Seinfeld. I do really enjoy Friends, but I really like a lot of shows.
I know.
Mhm.
And so another one that pops into my head where I had that visceral reaction when
Ooh.
what's his face died
Oh,
on
Walking,
The Walking
Dead.
Dead.
But that was that episode. That episode, she full out cried, like she knew Glenn.
Yes,
And
I did know him.
It took me by surprise because we all knew Glenn was gonna die. It was a pretty brutal for TV death.
Was it?
Yeah, for non like HBO. I mean, he got his head smackered,
Right.
and all of a sudden it was just like full on cry, and I was like, whoa. Usually she'll just, tear up, but this was like
No, I went,
sobbing.
yes.
And I was like,
did cry.
oh, okay.
I was really upset.
I-
But
I-
I also like Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
Buffy. I like Grey's Anatomy.
So you can't pick.
I really have, I don't know.
If you were on a desert island, you can only take 3.
I know.
You had to
I
pick
like
'em.
Big Bang Theory too. Like I could watch
Big Bang
those
Theory.
1,000 times over. I don't know. What about you?
Here's my thing. Like, I will start a show or a series when they get to maybe 5 years in, like Grey's Anatomy. Sometimes you just get to the point where, like, really?
Yeah.
How much are you going to put this character through? Right? Take the arc somewhere else, whatever. At some point, I lose interest because it stops being believable to me or entertaining to me because they take it to too many weird places sometimes. And I'm just like, really? Really? I'm like,
Yeah.
I like the Big Bang Theory. It's something I could have up on and listen to. I could watch Star Trek: The Next Generation or Deep Space Nine.
I've
I could
never
watch
seen
those.
any of those.
I can watch
Not a
those
one.
all the time.
That
Those
never-
were
Yeah.
the original Star Trek, but
Since we're talking about sci-fi,
Mm.
if we were in a zombie apocalypse,
okay.
what weapon would you choose?
You got to think that through in a zombie apocalypse because you would automatically say some sort of weapon that would shoot bullets quickly.
Yeah, but then
But
you
then,
run out.
then you would run out. So
I was thinking crossbow.
Yeah, but
or
you
a
would run
bow.
out of bows. I
You
mean,
could make those.
right bows,
Yeah.
arrows. Well, you run out
Arrow.
of arrows, not
But
bows.
you
Run
could
out of
make arrows.
yeah,
Getting ammunition, I think, would be more difficult than you going out there and finding stuff to make
Yeah, so-
arrows with.
I
either
think it would do
something
a
like
hatchet,
that or big
axe.
big old machete kind of
Yeah, something
thing.
like
like
that.
Michonne. I think I would do
katana.
like an
I think she had
axe.
like a katana or something.
Those that would be good too. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking you need something for like when
Yeah.
they're close, right?
So you just
thinking
keep like a
this through.
small
something.
hatchet on your belt
That's what I'm thinking.
and then long range bow and arrow. Okay, I'll go with that. It's a 2-part question.
Okay.
Mm.
If if vampires were real
Ooh.
and one was your friend
okay.
and said, if you really want me to, I will do it for you. I'll make you a vampire. Would you say yes or would you say no?
Depends on the friend.
Why?
Why?
Let's say,
So if it was me, you'd say yes.
yeah,
Okay.
or
get
Tara,
it.
I would say yes, because then I would end up being with you for the rest of my life, for the rest of
Not
my
necessarily.
vampire-y
Depending
life.
on what vampire version you subscribe to, you
Well,
could
if
make them still go on and
If I had my druthers, I would go be an Anne Rice vampire.
just stick to the. You can be a vampire. The yes or no.
I told you, it depends on the friend that asked me. If it was some rando, no thanks, I'm good. But if I'm,
You have too many parameters.
Yes.
Does it matter who the vampire is?
Probably not.
No, I agree.
'Cause
I
if
would
I could-
100%.
Because if they can turn me, I can turn my friends.
That's my next question. So yes,
you
you're
know
gonna,
what? That motherfucking face, I swear I'm going to slap it right off your damn head.
So you can pick 3 people to take with you.
Oh.
Not you.
That's okay. I'm my own vampire. I'll get people who want to be a vampire. Maybe I'll be. I don't know. Depends on the friend.
Yeah, but what about the rest of us that are human? You just going to say, fuck y'all?
No.
But what if I don't want you to turn me?
Well, then that's your choice.
So fuck y'all is what you're saying.
no.
Not if she's giving
I'm
you a
saying
choice.
you have the
yeah, and I'm
option.
saying no thanks.
Okay.
So
then
you're saying fuck y'all.
sure. That's what
Cool.
I'm saying. I'm gonna be a vampire. You can come along with me, or you can stay a human, and I will hang out with you until you're dead, and then I'll suck your blood and move on.
That's a lie. You'd be too sad.
I would just turn you against your will, and you'd be an angry. Well, I mean, you're already angry, so then you just be an angry vampire.
Although the argument's kind of moot because you've already said you'd go if it was one of us. So, what is your favorite item of clothing?
Pants.
Which pants?
Prior to moving here, it would have been jeans, but since moving here and working from home, most of the time I'm in some sort of sweatpants.
She calls them her work pajamas.
No. Those are work pajamas.
Those are
What I'm
different.
wearing now, currently,
Yes, but you
is
most
these
of
are
the-
like I would wear these outside.
Oh.
These are regular sweatpants. And are they sweatpants or are they?
Yes, those are sweatpants.
Those are sweatpants because
Yes.
then there's the big ones. Well, so this is what I wear mostly now. Here is these kind of pants. So I would have to say my modern fancy sweatpants.
They are not fancy in
They're
the least.
fancier
For the
compared
listener,
to the
they
other
are just
ones.
plain gray sweatpants that you could get like at Walmart. They're very plain Jane. They are not fancy or whatever the hell else you just described them. What'd you say? Fancy?
Modern.
Modern. They're just plain old sweatpants. And
Well,
probably...
they're not the old style of sweatpants.
They're
like,
not.
Which are the ones that my Kirkland ones.
Oh.
Those are usually when someone uses sweatpants, that's what it was. But now they have been like streamlined sweatpants. They're thinner, they're tapered.
Soft. Right?
Yeah, it's a whole different vibe.
Oh, whole vibe.
These are a whole different vibe. These are the new vibe sweatpants.
I mean, in general, I wear sweatpants a lot also.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Susanna, you asked me last year, do you wear anything else?
Well, there was
I still do.
like
Yeah.
some months there that
No,
that's all
I
saw
still
you
do.
in.
That's
Still.
all. Still.
Working from home, it's like
Yeah.
change the game.
Yeah.
Why would I put on regular pants and a
Yeah.
bra anymore? It doesn't make
Well,
any sense.
the bras do happen.
Not here. I have free range boobies
No
in my
way.
house.
No, you do.
I can't be free range.
I can't. I don't like it.
Well, it's not that I don't like it, but after a while, they hurt.
But when you get your new boobs,
Yes, people, ladies and gentlemen.
they're going to be perky and
Listeners.
nipples, eyes forward.
So, for the listener, watcher, I have lost some weight and I plan on having skin removal surgery and a boob job. I don't think that I will be free range because
Why?
it was never because my boobs were the size that they were. It's an uncomfortable feeling for me that they're not contained. Just like underwear, I can never go commando either. That's just not, I don't like that feeling.
Well, that's a different, like, things are creeping in places that I don't want things in
That's
at
true.
this current time.
But there's plenty of
So-
people that go commando.
I get that, but with no bra, there's nothing entering. There's no crevice
I
for
feel
that
like they're
anything
too
to go in.
jiggly. They're just
Yes, but I'm telling you, we get your new boobs. They're going to be like,
Yeah, they're not going to be like that.
it's not going to be
I
the
mean,
same.
and maybe you won't get a bra. Maybe it's just a tank top that'll make
Maybe.
you feel.
yeah. Because even at night, not when I go to bed. When I go to bed, I don't have a bra on. But when we're hanging out at night, when I'm not working and we're just lounging on the couch, I still wear a thin
Like a
something.
sports bra.
Yeah, but it's just a feeling. I need them to be tucked in somewhere. So in general, I was a jogging pants man. I'm a jogging pants man.
That's a whole different story.
But I think if I had to choose some clothing that I just like to wear that I am enjoying right now, are those green pants that you say are too big for me.
Are they like crop pants?
No, they're not crop. They go all the way down, but they're kind of jogging pants looked, but they're cotton like this, like whatever you call this. And they're kind of big around my legs, but they taper in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I got it.
And you say that they're too big for me. But I think they're meant to be a little roomy.
Yes, but you've lost weight and they're beyond roomy.
No, they're a medium. I purchased them as
Yeah.
they are. There, don't okay me. I'm gonna throw this pen at your motherfucking face too. Now, what are you?
Violent.
What is your?
I take it back. You can't handle being a vampire.
I like a nice, soft turtleneck.
Mm.
That's my favorite.
Well, I also think turtlenecks are flattering.
We had a maintenance guy. No, one of the jobs that we worked. And I went around, I'm like, is he wearing the turtleneck? We're like, ooh, he's wearing a turtleneck. Oh, hey, I need you to do something for me.
What is something you wish you were really, really good at?
Doing my nails.
Really?
So in general, many things that I try, which I try very many things. I love learning all the new things, doing them all. But one that I have never mastered, and I'm not even so at, is doing acrylic nails, which I really enjoy getting my nails done. But I don't want to spend that money. As we all have learned, I'm frugalish in certain areas. And so I would really like to do those at home, but I just, no matter how many videos I've watched, I just can't do it.
Okay.
And singing. I would love to be able
Only
to sing.
one. You only
It
get
doesn't
one
matter.
thing.
I take it back. I don't want to do nails. Fuck the nails. I want to sing.
Okay.
La la
But to say nails is kind of boring.
la. It is.
I'm waffling between two.
Which are?
One is I wish I was more not even more athletic, because I could be athletic. More like I had the drive to be more athletic, or I could be
yeah.
better at,
Yeah.
especially water type sports, or kind of those kinds of things. I
Mm.
wish, but I have like no desire. Like, ooh, I'd like to do that. It's okay. You know.
Yeah.
The other one was more like, I was just better at like learning new things and retaining that information.
Mm.
Mm.
Because I just think the older you get, the harder it is.
Yeah.
You don't have time, or for whatever reason. I just wish it was just something I could just learn something.
up
Or,
easy.
yeah.
Neo. Just plug in.
Yeah.
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 Boom.
Well,
Got
that'd
it.
be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
What about
You?
you?
Musical instrument, preferably either guitar
Ooh,
or
that's a good one.
drums. I would like to be really
But-
good at one of those things.
But didn't you play the drums?
I did, but that doesn't mean that I'm really good at it.
You're better than me. You would just want to be an expert.
Talking about really good at something, yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
I think I would probably pick guitar.
For me, it'd be a toss up between a violin or the piano.
And I can sing. You do piano, you do guitar, and I'll sing.
There we go. I like the
Done.
freaking Dixie,
Unlikely.
freaking Dixie chicks going on
That's-
in here.
Time travel, past or future.
Ugh.
And the future, you can't really say, right? But past, where in the past would you like to go? What time table?
I would go to the past because I don't know what I'm jumping into. I could have been dead already at that point in the future. I don't know. So I'd go to the past. I would go to the past when Apple shares had just split and they were $40 a share and I didn't buy them. I would go back to that point in time and buy all the Apple shares because later I didn't buy them and Apple shares went up to $500 a share.
Why would you choose that one versus like picking lottery numbers and winning the lottery or whatever?
Just that Apple haunts me.
Yes.
So that's the first thing that popped into my mind was to go there and buy Apple shares.
Probably go back to when both my grandparents were alive and have some conversations. What about you?
I want to go to the future.
For what?
How far ahead?
Probably no more than 100 years. I just want to see where we're at that point.
As a society?
Just kind of like that. And then, hey, if I can figure out what's big then, I could just invest now when I come back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens if you go to the future and it is
Shit.
it doesn't exist? Like say we have a nuclear war.
Well, I don't
Do you
know enough
then-
about the paradox of time travel,
Hmm.
but I'm assuming if it doesn't exist, then you can't go there.
Or
Let's go under that premise.
Say Earth exists, but you're now after a nuclear war, so there's not really any people. Do the minute you land or apparate, do you just die from the radiation, or
Mm,
how
I
does
don't
that
know.
work?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting all the little shit that you could technically go wrong or whatever. Just
Yeah.
where would you like to? I'd like to go in the future.
All right. Would you rather have your parents catch you watching porn?
Oh
What
shit!
question is that?
Or-
Something's wrong with you.
Would you rather accidentally send them a picture naked of yourself?
Holy shit! I'd rather them watch me.
Catch you
Or-
watch porn.
Yeah, sure.
My parent was my mother. I would rather just send her a naked picture.
See, that's because you probably were more comfortable. Like my mom, I don't think. First of all,
I think your mom would have freaked out and like sent
well,
you
yes. First of all, yes.
to some voodoo doctor.
If I sent her a nude picture, I don't know, maybe, but she probably would have been like, I don't know. There'd been something about my weight because there was always something about my weight, or something else. It doesn't matter. Or she would have deleted. It doesn't really matter for me because my mother would have ignored it and we never would have talked about it.
That's true. Yeah.
You would think that you think that too?
I think so. Because at first I would say the picture, but then they would have the picture forever.
Or at least that image.
Yeah, but my
Right.
mother has seen me naked 100
Well,
times.
fair point.
Well-
But porn, I mean, it's just porn. I was watching porn. Who cares? Well, it's just porn.
I don't know.
Oh, that would have been more embarrassing to me.
When did you find, or what moment, what decision that you said made your life, I think, better going forward?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think it came somewhat after Darcy was born. And I stopped caring so much about everybody else and just made my own way. Usually I cared. I had to, and it's not that I cared. I just took all of that into consideration, right? Because I'm a fucking overthinker and it drives me nuts. But it was always like, well, if I do this or if I don't do this, when I stopped doing that, my life got significantly better.
Yeah, I'd probably say something similar. Had you not just said what you said, I still would have mean the same thing. I probably wouldn't have said as nicely as you did. But it was after Asher. And that once the focus changes and all of your energy and thoughts go into your child, even though that can be its own stressor, I get that. But the rest of the bullshit doesn't matter anymore.
There's a certain clarity.
Yes. And so when people say that, well, it is the clarity where you just look at things differently once you have a kid. But it even us, I feel like we're stronger after we had Asher. I think our friendship is better after we had Asher because you value the things that are really important to you. Even though I want to punch you both in the fucking face today, I still value and I can see how valuable you are to me. But that came, even though I already knew some of that, it came even more clear once Asher was here.
I think that I had a different upbringing than the two of you.
Yeah.
So my life was pretty dandy all along.
Yeah.
And these things that you talk about, this clarity of not doing whatever, I never really had those struggles.
It's true.
So I would say that it was when you and I got together, not necessarily then, but through the course of that. So that was really the point because that really did change. It set me on a trajectory that I don't know
Okay.
that I would have gone on otherwise.
Yeah. All right. Last question.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Got
right.
very loud.
Yeah. No.
What do you think you would struggle with the most if you went on Survivor? To me, I feel like, there's many things on Survivor that are
Yeah.
unpleasant. But to me, when I've seen the seasons where they've had a lot of rain and they just get no reprieve, I don't know if I could get past that. Sometimes I think it would be the food. When
That's
they
where-
eat those nasty things and the
But you
challenge.
don't have to eat those. You
That's
can
true.
opt out. So I think for me, it would be a toss up between the not having food and not that I'm like, oh, I need to have food. It's like you just don't get enough. Your body just doesn't get enough to sustain itself.
Right,
Don't
right.
have food. And the being in the rain and cold. It wouldn't bother me that there wasn't a lot to eat. I just don't think that my body could handle
Could take it.
enough. Yeah.
See, to me, it's not even the physical. I think it's the mental part of the game.
Like what?
All the manipulations that have to happen. I don't think that would be enjoyable for me.
Mm. Yeah.
All the backstabbing, all the whatever, all the shit all the drama
Yeah.
that has to happen. I would struggle with that, I think, most.
Yeah, I'd probably be paranoid the entire time. Are they talking about me? Are they getting rid of me tonight? Am I the one going? Does anybody like me? Yeah. I would just let my brain go crazy
That part,
because that's all you have to focus on.
Or you have to try to outsmart everybody, and
Yeah.
it's like you have to put yourself in a place that I don't know that I'd want to go to be that person so that you could win.
Well, there's people that have one that don't do that. So.
Yes, but that's
But
probably not the norm,
there's-
right?
I don't know that there's any person that has one that has not in some way been deceitful. That it's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point if you make a pack of 4 people, you are then choosing between those 4 people.
It's true.
And you can't say, okay, listen, this is the person, because then they're going to break you up. So you have to lie to someone that you're going to come to actually like.
And I don't know, because like I said, I'm not an avid watcher like you guys. I think I've watched maybe in the beginning and not even a full season, but I know enough about the show. But you also have to factor in that under those circumstances, under that proximity, under those survival, your bonds are probably closer, at least for that time frame.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So then to have to also do all the manipulation, like I said, that's probably where I would struggle. And then do you like yourself when you come out of that whole experience?
for me, I would have to. So I'd say, okay, I'm gonna. This is the degree of where I'm willing to go.
Mm.
I mean, the whole point of it is to win money, is to
Yes.
outwit these people, is to trick them. That's the whole point. Everybody going there on the show should at least have watched one season of Survivor before you go on it to say, okay, that's the point. I'm going to get lied to. I'm going to have to lie. I'm going to have to do things that I would not normally do in my life because I'm trying to win $1 million. In that moment, you're going to be pissed when they kick you off and you're no longer getting $1 million. But then you see them at the end. You're like, I get it. That was the point. That was my point. That was your point. Eventually, if you didn't do it to me, I was going to do it to you.
It's all hypothetical in my book
That's
because
true.
I don't think I'd ever.
I don't think I'm ever going to go on Survivor.
You never know. Maybe.
I didn't say, I just don't think that that's ever going to be in the cards for me to be on Survivor.
So that's it. Hot tamales. That's what we got for you today. Tell us, share your answers in all the socials. Feel free to comment, share with your friends. You don't have to make that face.
I didn't even make a face.
You went, oh, just so you know, when you replay this, your eyes went,
So now eyebrows moving up is a face.
yes, that's part of your face. Guess what? This is part of your whole face. All right. Well, thanks for joining us this week. Peace out.
Adios.
Yeah, big eyebrow, big eyes.
All kinds of
What
faces
about
right
this? Bye.
now.